the UN, the peacekeepers under the UN in that country for close to 3 decades.
What is happening in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo is just so frightening. War is already in that part of the country. The M23 rebels, as reported by many sources, have already captured the Goma city. And here is the side of the story that you need to know. The FARD, F-A-R-D-C, which is an abbreviation for the Armed Forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo, have surrendered a number of military weapons worth millions of dollars in the Goma city, which was captured by the M23 rebel. And now it is the property of the M23 rebels. This means that the M23 rebel just got more bolstering of their equipment from the government of Democratic Republic of Congo after the surrendering or after the abandonment of the military equipment, just like what USA did when they were escaping from Afghanistan. Another crazy thing that has also happened is the South African soldiers who came to keep peace in Congo have also surrendered. According to numerous reports, they have also surrendered to the M23 rebels, which the United Nations says they are linked to Rwanda's government.
So that you can fly the wind, you can play with it.
So surrender ka jam jacket vet.
But still these people are still shooting.
Only one material what's like. Ba utlwile ba fana ba patla mosu.
After the fall or the capture of North Kivu, the people in the South Kivu, which is capital, which is in the state of Bukavu in Democratic Republic of Congo, have taken to the street to protest against the M23 rebels. And the number of the protests is huge. People are coming massively on the street to express their dissatisfaction, which also clearly expresses anxiety that their city could be the next to be targeted or attacked by M23 rebels. the Belgian Minister of Foreign Affairs, who also holds the title of European Affairs and also Foreign Trade and a Federal Cultural Institution. The man who is in charge, by the name Bernard Quintin, has also expressed his dissatisfaction with what is going on in Democratic Republic of Congo. He spoke in the Belgian language, but watch the video, then I translate for you afterwards.
La souveraineté et l'intégrité territoriale de la RDC doivent être respectées par tous, en tout temps en en tout lieu. De situatie daar is totaal onaanvaardbaar. Een boodschap zal heel duidelijk zijn. Verklaringen zijn niet genoeg. We hebben dat gezien. Dat heeft niets op het terrein veranderd. Dus we moeten zien welke actie we zullen nemen. La situation humanitaire se dégrade évidemment d'heure en heure. Nous assistons maintenant à une deuxième phase de l'offensive du M23, soutenue très activement par des troupes rwandaises non voulues sur le sol congolais. Cela crée une situation militaire évidemment catastrophique, mais surtout une situation humanitaire encore plus catastrophique.
So after using text-to-speech to transcribe this back to English, Bernard Quintin was saying in English that the capture of Goma is a further and unacceptable violation of territorial integrity of the Democratic Republic of Congo and of the Luanda ceasefire. Words alone were not enough. We must act to ensure that international law is respected and preserved. The president of Rwanda, that is Paul Kagame, has talked about something also related to the ongoing conflict in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. He said, DRC has seen United Nations peacekeeping missions, the soldiers from the UN, staying for over 30 years in the country, saying that they want to restore peace in the country, but they are proven to not be restoring the peace. And he said, he wonders what these people are doing. Here is what the president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, said.
So Paul Kagame has criticized the peacekeepers, the UN peacekeepers, for being in Congo for 3 decades without adding any positive change. I want you to listen to this.
We have heard the UN, the peacekeepers under the UN in that country for close to 3 decades. The continued presence for 3 decades, when they went there to address problems, means there are still problems to address, or that actually the first problems to address were not addressed. Otherwise, why would you stay in a place purported to address a problem, and you are there for close to 30 years? Normally you would come in, maybe it takes you 5 years, maybe it takes you 10, and you would exit because you would have addressed the problem that brought you. So what are the returns for that investment of such a big force under such a big body like UN, and so much money spent on that? What is the return on that investment?
Bernard Quintin has also reported that he has discussed ongoing events in Eastern DRC with his colleague in South Africa. He said he has expressed condolences for the loss of South African soldiers and their sacrifice. He calls it that it reminds us of the human cost of this violence, and urgent action is needed against this thing to make sure that this thing is stopped. So someone who has been a victim of armed conflict like the Lord's Resistance Army in northern Uganda, I know the people of that part of Democratic Republic of Congo are not living a good life. They are not in a happy state of mind. They're in total hell. And our prayers goes out to those people. We need to find a common cause as African brothers and sisters. Africans need to start realizing that some small differences for business, maybe the minerals available in Congo like the gold, diamond, coltan and the rest, we need to utilize this well to avoid conflicts from within ourselves as Africans. And the East African community leaders, this is a test of time. It's a test that will prove your diplomacy, a proof of the politics of diplomacy, that diplomatic tools should prevail and make sure that the human suffering ends in Congo. I mean, you see President Donald Trump is in charge and anything can happen from anywhere. Even the UK could be influenced. So we will have humanitarian crisis in neighboring countries like Uganda. Refugees will set in, giving more pressure to the government. So there is need for the East African community to find a lasting solution. Who knows? Just like Patrick Lumumba said, we must stop applying Panadol in a cancer problem. And he said, the African Union are always best at missing opportunities. Maybe this is a sad moment, but what if it's an opportunity to bring a permanent peace in DRC Congo? And I think that's what needs to be tried. Thank you.